Hey guys, what is up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97, and today I have an awesome video for you guys. Like I promised, we are not just going to be making videos about the truck behind me, but today we're making a video about something that only weighs 3,600 pounds, has the same 5.3 liter Vortec V8 that is found in this truck, and is crazy traffic cone orange. What do you think it is? I doubt it's whatever you think it is, because it's in fact a GMC Canyon. But before we start this video, make sure you follow me and Justin. The Instagrams will be down in the descriptions below. Instagram always sees everything I do before I put it on YouTube, so it pays to be subscribed to me on there. As well as first of the year, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway at some point, and Instagram is going to know about that and see that first. So if you're not already, follow me at Austin04_Z71. And Justin, yours is
GMC_fix_16.
So let's start talking about the truck. And now, if you're like me, you didn't know that these even came with Vortec 5.3 V8s. The majority of them came with the 5-cylinder engine in them, and the majority of them did, and only a few thousand of them were made with the 5.3, and even less were made in the crazy inferno orange metallic paint color that you see here on this truck. This truck is my buddy Justin's truck, and I have mentioned it before about talking about I have friends that have really cool and unique trucks, and this is one of them. This is not something that you see every day rolling down the road. You might find one with a 5-cylinder, but it sure as heck don't have a 5.3 Vortec V8. Now, we'll let Justin talk about some of the stuff that he has done to this truck. We'll do some driving around on it, and as you saw in the opening, it gets up and goes. So Justin, what all you got done?
It's a 2012 GMC Canyon. It's an all aluminum 5.3, has a Volant cold air intake, Diablo tune, and just straight exhaust. I have 35% tint on the front windows and a 5% brow. I have a rough country leveling kit, air grapplers on them, and really besides that, and I have interior lighting, but other than that, really it's about all. So when you first got the truck, how many miles did it have on it? It had 3,474, and I don't know if you saw it in the intro, but we just hit 59,700, and I've only had it 2.5 years.
So he's like me, he drives it. It doesn't just sit in a garage, you know, because I got 300,000 on mine. But the truck seems to be holding up pretty good. And I mean, do you know the exact numbers on how many of them that were in this exact configuration?
I know in Inferno Orange Metallic with the V8 and the 4-wheel drive, it's like 250 to 300 in the 4-wheel drive with the V8 in this color. Yeah, I forgot to mention that too. This is also 4-wheel drive. You know, this truck, it's 4-wheel drive, V8 Canyon. You know, it's everything that you think it's not, and I think that's what's so cool about it, because it is, you know, we talk about sleepers, and I mean, even though it draws a lot of attention to itself, you're not expecting it to have the 5.3 V8 under there, and especially not in a truck that weighs a whole 1,000 pounds less than mine does. You know, that's huge. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him to start it up to get an exhaust clip. This truck is basically straight piped. As you see back here, he's got a sweet roll pan. He's gonna have to get that painted. I'm gonna help him out on that. So we've had some loud trucks here on the channel. You know, mine is being the quietest that we've got. We've done the straight pipe Silverado. We've got Michael's Tahoe, which is also straight piped. But this by far takes the cake as the loudest truck that I've had here on the channel so far. It is ridiculous. And we'll go ahead and get him to drive by so y'all can see how loud it is when it drives by. Alright, so we are now riding in the truck, and it is, you definitely can tell how loud the exhaust is in here, but it is not, you know, unbearable.
unbearable. And as you can hear behind me, we're coming up here making a loop. But this truck came with 4 catalytic converters from the factory, correct?
Yeah.
And you've removed two of them?
I still have the manifold cats. I don't have the secondary catalytic converters. And then it's just 2.5-inch pipe out the back.
Yeah. And I guess that was due to some emissions or whatever. But the truck inside here is pretty nice. You know, they've got a decently nice gauge cluster there. You know, the typical GM plastic pieces like in every truck, but it's got nice leather seats, heated and powered. You know, here's your four-wheel drive selection, and it's really just scaled down from a Silverado. You know, him and I are a little exhaust pull there. And this thing pulls hard. And what do you know about the horsepower rating on this 5.3?
I've heard anywhere from 300 to 325. I'd like to say, with the way it was detuned before we tuned it, I would say I'd be surprised if they dyno tuned or engine tuned at like 275, because the computer was downrated immensely. When we tuned this truck, it really got a lot of power, and I think that is because GM had it tuned back. Because you have to understand, you know, this truck weighs 1,000 pounds less than mine does with the 5.3 V8, and you know, it doesn't have a sporty suspension like a Camaro or whatever to handle that kind of power. So GM tuned it back to be safe. But you know, he's hopped it up a little bit, you know, with the exhaust, the colder intake, and the tune, and it definitely runs. I mean, would you say you're probably upper 5 seconds 0 to 60, possibly? Yeah, I've never timed it.
Yeah, we've never timed it, but I know that back when mine was on a lighter set of wheels with the leveling kit, we kind of roughly timed it in about the 6.5 second range. And that's 1,000 pounds heavier than this, so I would dare imagine it probably is, you know, if you could get a good run, good traction. But the truck ride's good. You know, he's still on the factory shocks.
Yeah.
And you know, just the rough country leveling kit, which he talked about at the beginning of the video, it's just a little spacer on the...
Yeah, it's a washer kind of thing that goes on the torsion key bolt, and it gives you 2.5. I think I measured it out. I have about 3 inches of ground clearance, but I got rid of the air dam and everything, so 3 inches total lift.
Yeah. Now the drive lines, we got aluminum block 5.3. The transmission is a 4L60E, which if you've watched my other videos, you know my truck has a 4L60E, and of course we've rebuilt it. But the truck is really cool. It rides great. It's definitely unique. There's not many of these like this, and if you're like me, you probably didn't even know that there was even a V8 options out there from the factory. You know, we've all seen people swap S10s and all that with V8s or LSs. But this came from the factory like this, which is definitely cool. So we're gonna ride on up here and park it again, and we'll finish up the video. So in true YouTube fashion, Justin has decided to send it for us, and he is gonna do a burnout to close out the video. Thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. I've got a lot of cool videos coming out for you guys, like the one I just gave to you. As always, take care. Have a great day.